What are the advantages of ashwagandha? Ashwagandha is an Ayurvedic herb and has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. It's been known for its ability to reduce stress and anxiety, but it may also have other benefits. Ashwagandha has been shown to modestly improve various aspects of physical performance. What are they? Reaction time, muscle strength, endurance. It may also increase your testosterone levels and improve your reproductive health. Hello everyone, if you are looking for exclusive deals, blogs, educational content every week delivered to your email, subscribe to our newsletter at SugarMDs.com right now. Although definitely we need more research, it's not totally granted, but overall, ashwagandha is very safe and effective herb with a wide range of potential benefits, guys. As you know, we have lots of Ayurvedic remedies on our website dedicated to diabetes, but I decided to talk about ashwagandha today. Although we do not necessarily sell that on our website, but I want to talk about it because it's good for you. We are working on also a powerful supplement for men's sexual function, which will have ashwagandha in it as well because it works, along with some other Ayurvedic herbs. Nevertheless, let's talk more about ashwagandha today. Now, people have used the roots of this thing. It's an orange-red fruit called ashwagandha. It is medicine. It's been used for centuries, okay? Some people call it Indian ginseng or ginseng or winter cherry. Ashwagandha is interesting because it refers to smell of the root. It means literally like horse. Ashwa by definition means horse. So, that's where it comes from. It increases your energy levels, reduces the stress and anxiety. And some people believe that these people can even help cancer and Alzheimer's disease and anxiety. So it's not just the CBD that helps for these things, okay? Ashwagandha has been there for centuries and centuries. And there are studies that have been done on ashwagandha on animals as well. What other purposes do we have for ashwagandha? Well, it has been known for preservation of youth, okay? But mentally and physically. There is some evidence that this herb actually has neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory features. Again, that's because it has anti-inflammation, protection from the antioxidants and radicals and free radicals and so forth. Again, the most common application of ashwagandha or use is stress, anxiety, even fatigue, pain, some skin conditions, diabetes is included, epilepsy, the seizures, right? So those are all applications or uses that ashwagandha can be used for. Not a replacement for your medications or your doctor's instructions, but a supportive measure, right? So again, we talked about anxiety and stress. It's not going to hurt that. If you have some anxiety and stress, use that. Compared to some sedative and anxiety medications such as lorazepam, ashwagandha have a similar calming effect, interestingly, right? So instead of Xanax, you can take some ashwagandha. Now, in a 2000 study found that it has comparable anti-anxiety effect similar to lorazepam, implying that ashwagandha can be just as good, okay? Now, researchers conducted this study on mice rather than humans. I'll give you that. They have moods too. They gave 240 milligrams of ashwagandha daily to also human beings in another study. And guess what happened? It reduced stress, and that was compared to placebo. So that's another good way of understanding if the study is good for you or not. It reduces the cortisol levels. That is a problem for when you are stressed out. Just everything goes haywire with the cortisol. Again, like these type of studies are very encouraging. And we know that the physicians, scientists, they need to collect more data before recommending, like cancer, for example. But I think it works great for anxiety type of stuff, right? So it can help with the pain if you have minor pains, for example, because it modulates the pain signals to your central nervous system and because it is anti-inflammatory as well. And the good thing is it's not going to damage your kidneys while treating your pain. So a lot of people with arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, people use ashwagandha, and it helps with the joint pains and so forth as well. And the reason it helps the rheumatoid arthritis is because it's, again, anti-inflammatory. It even helps with lowering the blood pressure. So if you have a problem with that, it helps in some people with cholesterol, and as a result, hopefully prevents the heart disease. In a study, for example, in 2015, ashwagandha root extract was able to show improvement in cardiovascular endurance, heart health, and so forth. So another study that adds to the pile that shows the benefit. Alzheimer's disease, another one that my diabetics suffer a lot, especially if they get older. And they looked at ashwagandha's ability to slow or prevent the brain function loss. Even in people with neurodegenerative diseases like Huntington's, Parkinson's, and mostly Alzheimer's, of course. Now, as these conditions worsen, parts of the brain and its connective pathways are damaged, okay? That results in memory and function loss. Now, that study suggests that giving ashwagandha to mice and rats during the early stages of the disease actually provided some protection. Now, what about cancer? Yeah, I don't think it's going to treat cancer, but there are some studies that found that ashwagandha can inhibit the cell growth in certain cancers. So if you're a cancer survivor and you're not on chemotherapy or anything like that, I think it's a great thing to do. Take ashwagandha. It's been shown to reduce the lung cancers as well. So it's a good preventative measure, in my opinion. We have some modern clinical trials. There is no standard dosage, so you just go with whatever works for you in the supplements especially. And because everybody uses a different amount in every study, but it is from 250 to 600 milligram per day can typically reduce the stress if you're using it for stress purposes. And some people use up to 1500 milligram. I don't know if you're going to get extra benefit from using too much of it, but it definitely starts helping you at doses of 250 milligram or more. How about side effects? Well, of course, you're going to think about side effects. Although these are herbs, doesn't mean that there are no side effects. Although they have definitely much less side effects compared to medications, but you still have to think about what are they, what could happen, right? Always start small, right? Small to medium dose of ashwagandha is typically well tolerated by pretty much everyone. Don't go too hardcore, right? Just because you want the results too quick. But again, if you take too much of it, the large doses of ashwagandha will cause stomach upset, diarrhea, nausea, and stuff like that, which even happens with our supplement like SugarMD Advanced Glucose Support. If you take too much of it, it can cause some mucosal irritation since your body and your mucosa, your stomach is not used to it. Definitely if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, that's not a good time to mess with herbs and stuff like that. Don't do that. It can even trigger premature labor, so don't do that, okay? And one thing that you have to be careful about also with Ayurvedic herbs, with ashwagandha or any Ayurvedic herb, they're not regulated by FDA. Most manufacturers are not, okay? FDA puts standards, but not everybody follows it. Pharmaceutical companies are responsible and they pay hefty fines if they don't follow the guidelines. But like the stuff that you buy from Amazon sometimes, they come from China, you don't know what their source is, you don't know who's behind it, and you're buying it and you have no protection whatsoever. At SugarMD, we follow all the FDA guidelines very strictly. So this is not the case for many manufacturers, unfortunately, because it increases their cost, right? So if something is cheap, there's a reason for it, okay? They may have heavy metals, they may have even bacteria in their products and stuff like that, which I would die if I see that in my product, okay? Now, according to National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, some Ayurvedic products may contain even lead, mercury, arsenic that can exceed the safe range for human beings. So we test our supplements almost 3 times to make sure that everything is safe, no contamination, nothing in those, and everything is done with GMP certifications and strict guidelines followed. Again, ashwagandha is good for your anxiety, arthritis maybe, cancer prevention, stress. All those things have been studied. You have to be careful what you're getting, where you're getting it from, and let me know what you think about it. If you have been taking ashwagandha, tell me what results you have seen. Again, studies are studies. The studies are showing that it reduces the stress anxiety. The studies show it does this and that. But Your experience is your experience. And I think anytime you start any supplement regimen, you have to give it at least a month or two to kind of see if you are benefiting from it without mixing and matching too many supplements at the same time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share. And remember to write a comment right below. Thank you. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.